Hello, my name is Ethan Bernick, and to be honest, I'm not much of a public speaker, and I'm a little tense, so I think I'm going to start with a pun. So I have this garden, but it's just full of mushrooms. I guess it's okay though, because they're all fun guys. Okay, now I'm going to talk about my bliss. So my bliss is urban agriculture and organic gardening. So urban agriculture encompasses three parts: gardening, chickens, and beekeeping. I'm going to focus on gardening and beekeeping since I don't actually own chickens. So it all started about 2 years ago when I got my first garden in my backyard. And I since then learned about crop rotation, which is where you pair different crops throughout different seasons to ensure that there's nutrients in the soil and you don't deplete your soil, unlike conventional farming and large production scales. And I also learned about pairing certain plants together that makes the plants grow better together than they would alone or with other plants. Since then, I've also learned how to save seeds, which is where you take your best fruit and you take the seeds from it and then save that for next year by drying it out to ensure that the next year you have a really good crop suited for your backyard or environment and climate. And over time, you actually create your own variety of seed, slightly different than other seeds, that's more suitable to your backyard and has the best traits for your soil and your climate. And that just really ensures that you're getting the best crop, and that's how you can make organics sustainable. So, since then, I've also got my first fruit tree, which was a goji berry tree. And I started out with one tree, but then I made cuttings out of the branchings to have more trees and share with friends and provide the experience of organic gardening to other people. I use all local soil from my local gardening place, and it is organic and untreated, and this provides a thriving microbial soil with nutrients needed in my specific area. And using that soil, you can actually just convert any patch of dirt into a garden or a flower patch. And if you make the flower patch, you're supporting the local pollinators, and having a local pollinator population thriving ensures that you're going to get your plants pollinated and you're going to actually have fruit on your plants. Because without pollinators, we can't do any of this. So, which brings me to my next component of my venture into urban agriculture, which is beekeeping. So that started about a year ago when I went to training at my local apiary, and then I apprenticed on my friend's hive for another year. I learned a lot about bees. I learned that bees are actually communists, which is really something that humans can't handle. Beehive, y'all. I'm just winging it on these bee puns. um, and I also learned that bees support each other by sharing everything they have and by being selfless. And if you take a moment and actually look at the bees and observe them, they really do care about each other, and they're all working for the same main goal, trying to reach the same goal, which is just to get enough honey for winter and ensure that they can live the next year. And by being with these bees, you just feel more connected to the earth. It's relaxing, and you feel like you're not so alone on this earth. You feel like humans aren't the only thing that matter. Have you ever done something for someone else that made you feel good because you know it helped them out? That's kind of how I feel when I am gardening, because I know that I'm providing a sustainable future by preserving soil and not polluting water with my chemical fertilizers or pesticides and herbicides. I know that I'm helping the local pollinators by giving them some flowers to eat and giving them honey, basically, because that's where they get their sources from. And I'm also reducing my carbon footprint by taking out the fossil fuels needed to get from the farm to the grocery store to me, which can add up a lot, and by taking out petroleum-based fertilizers out of my garden. So that's all good stuff. But it also helps me internally by relaxing my mind, taking a break from all the stress of the day, and eating all these fruits and vegetables that I produce in turn helps out my vegan lifestyle and makes me healthier internally, which makes me healthier externally. It makes my mood better and makes me happier overall, which I might call blissful. So don't believe me? Others agree too. University of Michigan did a study that said just walking outside, which is involved in gardening, with others can lead to decreased depression, improved well-being and mental health, and lowering of perceived stress. Also, the Harvard Medical School reported in their Harvard Health Letter that going outside can relieve depression, which can make you overall happier and better suited to take on the day. All of these facts that I've just stated make me conclude that gardening and beekeeping does make me a happier person, and that's why I would like to call it my bliss.